When your knife is dull, you bring it to me, and I do amazing things to it. I make it sharper than it was the day you bought it. I promise you, you'll never look at it quite the same again. But once your knife is sharp, you have to maintain it. The way you maintain that edge is with a steel. A couple of the questions I get asked most often is, how often should I sharpen my knife, and how do I use the steel? The steel does not sharpen a knife, it maintains it. Once your knife is dull, it's dull, and you need to come back to me. But if you maintain it properly with a steel, you don't have to come to me very often. There are many different kinds of steels. There are ceramic ones, there are diamond ones, new ones, old ones, rough ones, smooth ones. Ceramic and diamond, those are separate cases. Those actually take some metal off the blade, and I would not recommend that you use those. Just use a regular old steel. Doesn't really matter whether it's rough or whether it's smooth. You'll notice they have different designs. This design here is made so that this angle would be for a chef's knife, and this angle on the wider side would be for a butcher's knife. I don't really go with that. Every single knife is different, and every single knife requires a different angle. So people ask me, how do you determine the angle you use when you're using a steel? And I've got to tell you, there's no secret formula that works in all situations. The bottom line is you need to pay attention to what you're doing. The idea is you look straight down on an absolutely sharp blade, and you see absolutely nothing. The edge is invisible. And then as you're cutting, if you hit a piece of metal or a bone or the top of a table or a plate, you'll look down and you'll see a slight glint of light where the edge is rolled over slightly. That's what the steel is all about. You place your steel firmly on the table, cloth underneath it, and you take very slight slices, very gently, off of that steel, and then you look back, and that's the secret. You look to see what's happening. If the glint of light is still there, you might want to widen your angle just a little bit. Once that glint of light is gone, once you can't see the edge anymore, you're back in business. You're ready to start cutting again. That's the secret. As a master sharpener, I would rather have you come to me once a year and then maintain your blades in the meantime, instead of coming to me every 2 or 3 months and having me slowly eat up your knives. That's what mastery and craftsmanship should really be about.